Hi, this is Angela, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your conferences using Google Appointment Schedules. When you're in your calendar, you'll need to be in the week view. So go up to the top here and choose week. Then find Thursday, November 17th and click around 4 o'clock. For the title, please include your name and then in-person conferences. Click Appointment Schedule, and then you can change the time so it goes from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then hit continue. The appointment duration will be 15 minutes. We can't go any lower than that, so our buffer time will just be built in. So you'll have a conference for 10 to 12 minutes and then a few minutes to transition into the next conference. This is not going to repeat. It's only going to be that day for those times. And then you can decide how much time you want to give parents to sign up for the conference before it actually happens. So 4 is the default. If you're comfortable, you can go down to 2 hours before the conference, but you probably don't want families signing up 20 minutes before their conference. Again, our buffer time is included, so we won't change that here. Next. Choose the location. This will be, again, an in-person meeting. And then you can add your classroom or wherever you plan to hold your conferences. Go down to the booking form. This will automatically collect the first name, last name, and email address of the person signing up. The good thing about the changes that Google made is that you can use any kind of email address. It does not have to be a Gmail account anymore. So families can sign up with whatever email they have. Next, we're going to add a couple of items. So the first thing we're going to add is it's going to be a custom item. And if you go back to the checklist, you can get the language you need in English and in Spanish. We're going to add the student's name. It's pretty important to know the student that goes with the family. Make this required and add the item. Then we can add one more. Again, it'll be a custom item. I'll go back to the checklist, get the language I need, and copy that in. So now we will know if families need an interpreter or not. Again, make that required. Add the item. Last thing will be the confirmations and reminders. It will automatically send an email reminder 1 day before. If you would like to add a reminder, you can do that. Maybe for an in-person conference, you would want a 30-minute reminder so they have time to get to the conference. That is up to you, and then save it. Next, we'll go to the following week and set up our virtual appointments. So on Monday, November 21st, click around 4 o'clock. Again, for the title, please put your last name. Here we'll do virtual conferences. And then click Appointment Schedule. Change the time. Click Continue. The duration will be 15 minutes. It will not repeat. You can decide if you want to change the scheduling window. Maybe you want to go up or down. And again, no buffer time. For this location, be sure to choose Google Meet video conferencing, and a Meet link will be generated after they book. And then we'll go back down to that booking form and add our custom items. So here we'll get the student's name, make it required, and then we'll add the interpreter. Make it required, and add the item. Here again, you can decide if you want to give those reminders. Maybe for a virtual conference, they don't need quite so much time, so maybe a 10-minute before reminder would be enough. And save it. Okay, the next step is going to be sharing your conference calendars with the families. So once you're here, you can click on See All Your Appointment Schedules. So when the families come in here, they'll see in-person and virtual. In order to share both of these, go up to the top and click Share. And you want a link to all your appointment schedules. So here we'll copy the link. Then we'll go over to the master list, highlight your name on the master list, and add that link. So now when families click on your name, they'll go to the page that has your in-person conferences, virtual conferences, and they can make that choice. When they click on one of those, they'll go to the day of in-person conferences. They'll see all the times. Once they choose a time, that time becomes unavailable. They can only see their conference. They cannot see the rest of your calendar or any of your other appointments. You go back to the appointment page. Another thing you can do when you share is you can get a website embed, and you can put that you can create a button with a pop-up, and you can add that to your Canvas page. So that's something that you might want to look at and set up on your Canvas page. Okay, so I hope that helps you set up your conferences, and if you have any questions, just let me know.